Hello everyone, Simon here. We're playing the Starcraft 2 campaign, and we just blew up Shakuras. I mean, the story tells us that the Amon Zerg has overrun Shakuras, so we lure them to the planet and then we destroy the whole planet. I mean, it superficially it makes sense. I don't see how it seems. It feels overly dramatic. Like it's like we have a scenario where the Dark Templar are being attacked by Zerg, and then I guess the game designer just asked, what is the most crazy thing that can result from this? We just destroy the whole planet. It's like, of all the possibilities, I feel like they're just choosing the most ridiculous and the most outrageous one, and going with that, and that's the story. That's what it feels like. I mean, could we have done something other than destroy the whole planet? I don't know. I feel like we didn't really question the alternatives in any way. We just did it. Anyway, let's continue.
Shakuras is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a shadow hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the shadow path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
Sure. I'll take it. I mean, I wear more armor than your guys, but I guess I'll take it. I mean, again, like, they just tell you things, and it's like, I'm just not really sure how I should respond to that. It's like, now you're Dark Templar. And it's like, okay, sure. The storytelling just seems to be a little bit, it's like, this happens, okay, and then this happens. And I'm like, sure, and then this happens, and then we destroy Shakuras. Okay, sure, I guess. I feel like I'm not sure that this is the story that I don't know, it just seems kind of weird, like, I'm not sure I believe it.
The Nerazine fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
Is awkward. Awkward, but okay. So we're going to change the assault unit to this, because I suck at micro. So that's passive, and I believe this is automatic? Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not. I think this is automatic. If it's not, then basically it just doesn't mean anything to me. If that's not automatic. So I'm gonna go with that. Cloak Warrior. This we haven't found much use for it. Like, the way we use Dark Templar is not really... Maybe I'll switch to this. Just for... Because I feel like units are more useful if they do more damage right now. Like, you know, this one, it does more damage right now. Whereas this one, they... When they... Like, if they die, they go back to base. Which is like, if they die, then you're doing it wrong anyway, I feel like. So, I feel like units are more useful if they do damage right now. So I'm gonna go with this one. The rest of it, I believe, is still fine. So these things don't blink. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna stick with blink. And I'm gonna stick with the stun. The stun hasn't been too useful in the last mission. Still pretty sure those are the best. Alright, so we're gonna take that.
Ah, good. Hierarch. The solar core awaits.
Cool.
I advise against physical contact with the keystone at this time, Hierarch.
But I wanna touch it. Alright, so what do we have? We have 25 solar rice remaining. Not gonna do that. We are not gonna do that neither. If we take some away from here, we can do this. Which... I don't know. No, let's just continue. Alright, let's just go continue the game.
In Arodin, Shakuras.
In Arodin.
Shakuras has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology.
Alright, we're going to Glacius. It's going to be ice and water and sentries.
Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Empire ever developed.
It is the site of the Purifier Revival Program.
Purifiers, the forbidden weapon, they were sealed away by the Conclave, never to be restored.
The ancient Purifiers are not kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away. Here, on Glacius, our researchers have been developing prototype weaponry inspired by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will use it.
Cool. Bright lights! Oh,
Tal'Darim, here. They are attacking the facility.
check it out.
Amon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors.
Check it out. Enemy ships. Okay, hey, look at these guys. So do we have anything new to say? We do.
The Tal'Darim. They have not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Xel'Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The De'ul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
Well, Amon is Xel'Naga, so technically they are serving Xel'Naga.
The Purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal.
That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears?
The Kalai on Glacius have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics.
They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax.
We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Zelnaga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
Sure. Does he have a beard? What is that stuff on his face? Can Protoss
Many
have
of my
beards?
Dark Templar have volunteered to act as scouts for us. They will keep us aware of Amon's movements.
Sure, cool.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology, then we must move quickly. The Tal'Darim are preparing to fire upon the facility.
Okay, we get sentries. We have to... Don't let the displacement beam destroy any of your units. Wow. Is that difficult? Destroy 6 Tal'Darim gateways or warp gates. Alright, well. I'm assuming the displacement beam isn't that powerful. Because you can't lose anything to it if you want to get the achievement. Also, is it really going to rain in the mission? Because it might lag if it does.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phase displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am First Descendant Alarak, and I've been charged with destroying this facility. You seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam.
Then we are going in.
We're going in. Okay, let's see. Control 2, gateways, E, and control 1. And what's going on here? What are these guys?
The displacement beam is advancing. We must reach the vault before it is destroyed.
Oh, I see. I have to race the beam. Let me a simulator. So basically, we just have to avoid that slow giant beam thing. I just want to scout a little bit to see what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna step back. There's 2 guys over there. Build more probes. What to do? I guess we should just build a lot of units. I'm just wondering if we need advanced units or do we just stick with
Give us your command.
Zealots and Stalkers.
I am detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault. Wait, these sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
They are? Wait a minute, they are? What do you mean? Oh, shield recharge, interesting. I can also Guardian Shield, interesting. Yeah, that's handy. I'm still almost dead though, alright.
And there. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well.
How much do they cost? 50, 100. Alright, might as well grab a bunch of those guys. And Stalker, so there's the Forge. Let me continue macroing up.
Shadows. State thy bidding. It shall be as you say.
So sentries are basically healers.
Veraku.
So unlike previous versions of Starcraft 2.
We move
They
unseen.
don't just do technical support, they actually heal your guys.
Intriguing. For the reckoning,
Really?
I serve.
That's blocked? Okay.
For now.
Oh, that's fine. Let's see, we want additional pylons, cybernetics core, research.
I am the voice of the
Oh, hey, look, there's the beam. Let me just make sure we don't get hit by the beam.
Our forces are near the displacement beam. We must remain alert and stay out of its range.
Yeah, well, I can't see what's going on. Alright, let's do that. Maybe I'll drop a pylon. I can't see it, never mind. Maybe drop a pylon there. And then Stalker there. And then macro up there. So do I just need to keep pushing forward?
It appears the station scientists were storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it. Excellent. Solarite gathered.
Good, good. Solarite gathered. Alright, great. Alright, so I guess we just need to keep pushing forward.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Is that thing following me or not? Alright. So when we get the pylon, we'll deploy and then we'll...
Ah, we've discovered more sentries. I will activate them now.
cold is the void.
So where's the solarite? Hold on, let me just explore this way.
Veraku.
Curious. Alright, I think we're gonna need more units than that. Let me build a gateway there. Oops. Build gateways there. Come back. More probes. And more pylons.